Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. Daniel Jugenis again from London, UK, United Kingdom, bidding you good day. Time check, it is now 5 after midday or 12:05 p.m. It is that time of day again, and I'm still chasing the day. What am I going to be doing today? Well, I have some typing up to do, related to funeral things I'm doing for somebody, just because I'm more handy on with technology, and I have a laptop, so they don't, and they're not very computer literate. So they've asked me to type up requirements for their funeral. Bit morbid, but I guess at the end of the day, we have to discuss these things and talk about these things. I mean, me personally, I found it a bit morbid. I like to think I'll live forever, but oh, that's wishful thinking. We come into this world with nothing and we leave the same way. But what I've been finding out, doing some research where it comes to death and how we deal with it, it actually costs you more to leave this world than it does to enter it. The cost of funerals are it's astounding. I mean, there's one person I know, well, the family at least, who spent about 20 grand. That's £20 GBP to bury their elder. It's really that expensive. So yeah, I mean, I've for myself, I've taken out a couple of life insurance policies. I'm not really thinking about leaving this mortal coil just yet because there's so much that I want to do. No, death. I mean, I can deal with taxes. Death is something that I just don't need to deal with right now. As I said, there's so much I want to do before I leave this mortal coil. So I've taken care of the life insurance so far. I've just got to make sure that I maintain the monthly premiums, which will get very difficult because I've run out of money, and I'm not on the welfare. I'm not claiming state benefits. I'm just really flying by the seat of my pants. So I'm putting both hands together, figuratively, and begging, please hire me, throw me money, throw me money, throw me money, show me the money. But seriously though, it's I'm literally flying by the seat of my pants as any freelancer, and especially those of us who are actors are not yet successful. It literally is flying by the seat of your pants. I've been fortunate over the past couple of years to have done some 9 to 5 jobs that help to pay the rent and keep the wolf from the doors as well as creditors. But it's getting a little bit dire now, so I'm on the hunt. But then again, I'm always on the hunt. I'm looking at Spotlight, which for the uninitiated is the Actors Directory here in the United Kingdom, and they send email breakdowns of various roles. And to be honest, since 2020 began, I've seen about 3 roles that I would be suitable for. Everything else is a Caucasian, Mediterranean. It's every other ethnicity than black or African, pretty much. And even I, as a British-born actor, have a situation where it's a bit of a problem. It's not really of my making, but what I've noticed through just noticing and having done some research is that a lot of the black British actors who are coming through and being successful, they're all of African descent. There is, excuse me while I rub my nose, there is Idris Elba, great actor, lovely man. There's, I can never pronounce his name, it's Chijetawel Ejiofor. I mean, they're like the standard bearers, British black actors of African descent, and you look at who is working in Hollywood from here, and black actors, and they're all of African descent. My agent, who like myself is of Caribbean descent, we have usual conversations about this and wonder how we can get around that. I mean, the clear and obvious way is is to be great, to be brilliant, and get noticed. But what we seem to be finding out is that the gatekeepers, who are predominantly white, they see who's coming through and they think, okay, if Egypt Well and Idris are so brilliant, then maybe we need to be looking at actors with African names. Yeah, and I think that's how it's gone. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. But I seriously believe, and through my research, think that is what's going on. I'm not going to change my name to an African name just to be seen. I'm using a stage name which is not my legal name, so I'm not going to change my name again. It's Daniel Jude Jennings, do or die. Although looking at my LinkedIn account, I was going through all the various parts of it, and I noticed that you have a section where you can actually put what your formal name is. Well, I started off using part of my legal name. Then I started using Daniel Jude Cole initially as my stage name, but apparently when I came to excuse me, throat's a bit dry here. When I came to register with Equity or Spotlight, I can't think which one it was. I couldn't use Daniel Jude Cole because there was already another actor called Daniel Cole. I've done a search, can't find a Daniel Cole anywhere. The only Daniel Cole I found was on a now defunct website called was it Talents Gallery or Talent Gallery, and I found a Daniel Cole who just happened to be yours truly. So I actually prevented myself, I believe, from being Daniel Jude Cole. So I thought I hunted around for another name, and I dreamt up Janice. I thought, well, nobody has that name, and I got accepted. But then joining Facebook, I found out that Janice is an actual name. People all around the world have it. There's a Libar Janice in Israel who's on my friendship list. I just call her my cousin, although we look nothing alike. But then in the modern world of the 21st century, there is no real archetypal family. Yes, you've got your totally white families, your total black families, your totally Indian families of color, white Caucasian, but there are so many families now where there is that ethnic mix. There's white members of my extended family through marriage, relationships, whatever. I have an uncle in Texas. His wife is white German. I have an uncle in Hawaii. His wife is Japanese. So there is that great ethnic mix within my family. But then historically, my family is really diverse. Going back a few hundred years, excuse me, where in my family you've actually got black African, you've got Indian, native Indian. You have, let's see now, on my dad's side, Jewish. There's Jewish heritage there on both sides. There's Indian, Chinese on both my mum and my dad's side. So even before the extended family started to marry partners of or get into partnerships with people of different ethnicity, there's that history, that family history that goes back possibly hundreds of years. Well, certainly about at least 100 years as well. As I said, there is whites in my family, but that's from Jamaica, because believe it or not, there are Jamaicans who are actually white. The most famous one I can think of is Chris Blackwell, whose family owned, was it Cross and Blackwell, the food company, and they were sugar importers as well. And he grew up in Jamaica. He was educated at Harrow in this country, but then he went on to form Island Records. If you've listened to Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, U2, it's all from Ireland. Tracy, the late Amy Winehouse as well. So there is that great ethnic mix. But That wasn't what I was going to talk about today because I never rehearse. I just think, well, what am I going to do today? And I'll discuss that. But then I just kind of segued into ethnicity, family history, ethnic makeup, diversity, etc., etc. So this is not woke, this is not snowflake from me. This is actual history. This is not being thrown away all over the place. I mean, this is probably the first time on social media or on video that I'm actually discussing this. Yeah, that's my makeup. So, I'm all embracing, my one of my mantras is live and let live. But having said that, I've said this is not woke, this is not snowflake. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just telling you where I'm from, where my family's from, where we're at, where I'm at, even now. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a great fan of woke or snowflake as it's put, But then again, I was never one for political correctness. I'm just me. There are no labels on me. I am who I am, and every time I look in the mirror, I like what I see, and at the very least, I can live with what I see. But well, that's it for today. Won't be doing a video tomorrow because I'm doing a couple of workshops in South London. So I will talk to you Thursday, all being well. So until then, be good to yourself, be good to each other, have a good day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. So take care. Goodbye.